If you're thinking about refinancing your mortgage, well, Mazuma Credit Union's got you covered. With online calculators at mazuma.org/mortgage, you could lock in a low rate today. Equal Housing Opportunity Lender, insured in CUA.
The Kansas City Renaissance Festival goes to the dogs for Barbarian Brewfest. Bring your canine companions, Barbarian Buds, and Vikings too. Compete in contests for both human and beast. Toast your mates and enjoy the finest mead and ales in the realm. Shop at over 100 merchants, feast like a king, and be amazed by mermaids and fairies. 15 stages of live entertainment, including full combat armored jousting, battle axe throwing, game alley, and wizards flight school. We can't wait to celebrate weekends now through October 17th. Tickets at kcrenfest.com.
Right now, we're joined by a guy that I like. You know, I'm just hoping, and I feel like they are starting to utilize him a little bit. You know, he's one of these tough slot guys. He can obviously return kicks, and he's got old guts, and he can run. Braxton Berrios of the Jets, they're wide out. Want to talk about the win. Want to talk about Zach Wilson. Braxton, Tiki, and Tierney, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Awesome, man. How did that feel? I mean, listen, you've been a Jet for a little bit now. Last year was obviously empty stadiums and just a completely different energy. You know, we don't need to get into Adam Gase, but it was what it was. How did it feel to have 80,000 people erupt, the young quarterback throwing bombs, and the energy in the stadium, and more importantly, maybe, from the head coach? How did it feel on Sunday?
Oh, I mean, all around, it's pretty incredible, honestly. You kind of hit on it. You know, last year was such a weird year in the world, and then in the sports world, and then especially in the in the NFL, just playing football with no fans. You know, Tiki, I know I can't. Obviously, you can't imagine what it was like either.
No,
it was very weird.
Yeah,
very weird. And
Braxton, I went
to have them back, and of course Saleh, and it was his first win as well, and Zach, like you said, directing traffic out there and really letting it fly. It was awesome.
Yeah, Braxton, I went to the Giants game last year, the Falcons, I believe. They got destroyed, but it was beside the point. There was nobody there. It was so odd, and I couldn't imagine coming out of the tunnel. It was just basically like you're practicing pregame on a Friday or Saturday. It was rough.
Exactly what it felt like.
Yeah.
And I remember the first game, we were in Buffalo last year, and the NFL hadn't really figured out whether they're going to pump in noise or how much and all these things. And, it's
That's right. I remember
silent.
that.
And you hear the coaches on the other side, like calling things in, and it's like this is not what we're used to.
Yeah, no, this is, especially coming from Miami, right? This isn't right.
Yeah,
yeah. What went on in the locker room? I mean, you just mentioned Coach Saleh's first win. It's obviously anticipated. It was a rough first couple of weeks. I actually did the Jets, you guys down at Carolina, so I know how hard that was. What was this win like in that locker room?
It's and as especially with new teams, new systems, and even being pretty young, which we are, some things click and others don't, and that's what kind of it was the first few weeks. One thing would be on and then the other would be off, and finally we were able to kind of piece it together, and we won in overtime, so we fought, and it was a great way to win that way. And honestly, the locker room showed that. Everybody was just thrilled that we did pull it out, and obviously, you just want to keep that momentum into the following week.
Braxton, one of the things that I feel that amongst great arm talent, you hear all about the off-platform stuff, and he could extend the play. That's on tape, and we could see. He threw it 60 yards without even really stepping into the throw. That touchdown to Corey Davis, it was sick.
Yep.
But listen, every young kid, no matter what they project, when they get knocked around, Trevor Lawrence, I'm sure, say with the other kids, Trey Lance, et cetera, Justin Fields, they need a game that kind of validates, their drafts for themselves, their draft status, and really who they are and who they can be in the league. Did you get a sense that Wilson's confidence was shaken, or did he not change at all as he came into the building after the first couple of losses?
He really hasn't changed whatsoever. He's been the same guy every day, which obviously, you love to see. And, at the end of the day, it is what it is. We play in New York. It's a tough market to play in. And, the expectation is high. And, nobody ever likes losing. But, it's a little bit different coming in, I'm sure, as a rookie quarterback, the face of the franchise. And he didn't flinch. And, I give him all the credit in the world for that because it was absolutely impressive. And, just to go out there, again, second game at home, and do exactly what we've all been seeing him do the last, since OTAs and through camp. To put it on the field on a Sunday it was awesome to watch.
Braxton, you guys, week one, you were against Sam Darnold. He looked really good and has looked good really the first 4 games of this season. He's got 5 rushing touchdowns. BT and I were talking about that yesterday. Are you surprised with his success down there in Carolina?
No, not at all. Not at all. Obviously he was one of my good friends when he was here, and we all obviously wish him absolutely nothing but the best. I hope he crushes it. And he has. He's done an incredible job, and I'm not the least bit shocked at his success.
And by the way, you shouldn't be, because I thought that you caught. I think you caught maybe his most impressive touchdown.
I remember that last year.
Remember that? Yeah. Remember that sidearm fling right. Where he against the Niners, by the way, where he was running to his left, running for his life like usual, the poor kid, and he somehow found you and you did your thing. You need to explain not only to me, and I know it's not you're not the coach, but give us some sort of direction. All right, the first 3 games, which was vastly different from game 4, thank God. But the first 3 games, you guys are averaging less than 7 points. And there's a kid who's 6'3", 220, runs a 4.3 40, not even active, Denzel Mims. What is the story?
That's above my pay grade.
Good answer.
That is above my, and I know you try to reel me into that one.
No,
I can appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, look, it is above my pay grade. I do what I'm told when I'm told. And I don't make any decisions. I'm not in those meetings, those rooms where they make those decisions. And, all I know is, we go to work every day and he's there. And what happens after that is completely, unknown to me.
Yeah.
Is he putting the time in, though? I mean, is it a thing where he's not doing what he needs to do?
No, he's putting the time in just like everybody else. Again, I don't make those decisions. I don't know what goes on. Besides what happens in practice and in the film room, and there's nothing. I mean, that's upstairs. That's the coaches. That's above me.
Yeah, Braxton. Most of that it's a numbers game, right? It comes down to who's on specials, who's going to contribute in multiple ways, as opposed to just being a really good wide receiver. Tell me about Mike LaFleur. I had a chance to chat with him, and he's really young. He's engaging. He came in like this fitted shirt and like jeans on. I was like, man, you going to a frat party or something? Are you coaching the Jets? Tell me about him, because I love like his mindset and his energy. Really, how do you guys respond to him? Obviously, he's got a great pedigree with his brother and everything else out in Green Bay. But how do you guys view Mike LaFleur, your OC?
No, you said it. It's the energy, and he brings it every day. It's great energy. It's you want to play for somebody like that. And he's a great communicator, tells you exactly what he sees, how he sees it, what he envisions, how to get it done. And again, he brings a lot of energy, and it's a lot of fun. I really do enjoy it.
Yeah, no, and in that same vein, your head coach, Coach Saleh, he feels the same way. Like he's got this energy about him that kind of takes over a room. You guys, I mean, obviously don't know him until this year. Complete faith in what he's trying to bring to this team, the culture change. You see it happening?
Absolutely, fully, and it's been the same thing since day one about how we're going to do it, what we're going to do to go about it, and what it's going to look like kind of at the end of it. And we're working. Obviously, it's a process.
Yep.
And each week we're building on it, and obviously this week you got to see a little bit more of progress, I would say, in the process. And honestly, Coach Saleh, I don't know if you guys know this, but he's a phenomenal storyteller.
Yeah,
that's his thing. He's a storyteller, and it really draws everybody in.
Yeah. I love it. I wanted to ask you, but we got about 30 seconds here, Braxton. I want to finish up with you here because I watch you play, and it's hard to. It's hard to function. Certainly last year, even though you popped a little bit, but it's hard to function when you're always behind, down in distance. It's tough. The offensive line, and it just you guys weren't good last year. You know that, but I look at you and I say, I don't know, Matt. There's something about this kid. His heart, his wiggle, his hands, his route running. Like I see you as somebody in the right situation. 70 catches, 75. I'm sure you put no ceiling on yourself, but I would imagine you think you can be that kind of player, right?
No, absolutely. Absolutely. And, at the end of the day, football comes down to opportunities. And, as long as I'm ready for each and every one of them, I'm doing my job. And at the end of the day as well, I want to win. And whatever that takes is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, man. Just keep talking to my boy Zach and make sure his head's in the right spot. He represents hope for me, man. Hope.
Yeah,
hope.
PT's a huge Jets fan. I'm a Giants fan. Hey, Braxton, real quick, does Manny make it through the season down there?
I really hope so. I mean, I love Miami Hurricanes. I grew up a Hurricanes fan. My dad's from there.
Yep.
Obviously, I played there, and so it just all it does is grow. And with that, I love Coach Diaz. He was the defense coordinator the last 2 years I was there, and I truly loved playing. I guess it wasn't for him, but around him and with him and him on the coaching staff. So I really hope they figure it out.
Yeah.
Just as a group down there, because I really do love Manny Diaz. I love the Hurricanes, and I just want the best for all parties.
Nice. Braxton, great stuff. Keep doing your thing, carving out this niche in the NFL. Congrats on the first win. We'll talk to you soon, buddy. Thank you.
All right, thank you, guys.
Be good, Braxton.
There you go, T. Braxton Berrios. Good player. Good. He belongs. No doubt about that. Solid player. Urban Meyer. Does he still belong in Jacksonville? The stories are getting ugly fast. That's next.
Keeping up with the flood of news every single day can be quite stressful. There is climate change happening. There's the pandemic, labor movements, Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend. Hi, I am Gideon Resnick, host of Crooked Media's What a Day. Each week, Travell Anderson, Priyanka Arabindi, Josie Duffy Rice, and I are going to break down the biggest news stories of the day in a way that hopefully doesn't always make you want to cry. New episodes of What a Day drop every weekday at 5 a.m. Eastern. Listen on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Shopping for a new car can be fun and frustrating. Other car shopping sites share and sell your personal information, which means your phone and inbox get lit up and you can't make it stop. OneRequest does not sell or share your personal information, and that puts you in control of your shopping experience. At OneRequest, you communicate with dealers anonymously. When you're done shopping, simply delete your request and all communication stops. Hello, car? Goodbye, spam. Don't just search for your next car. OneRequest it. Visit OneRequest.com today.
If you're thinking about refinancing your mortgage, well, Mazuma Credit Union's got you covered. With online calculators at mazuma.org/mortgage, you could lock in a low rate today. Equal housing opportunity lender, insured NCUA.